getting that. Amen. Now, in this new year, in this the remainder of this year, people are going to be afraid. They're going to be afraid because they're getting ready to turn up the propaganda toward fear of sickness. They're going to propagate a mindset toward fear of another pandemic type ailment. And they're going to try to get people afraid. You understand? In the next couple of months, August is going to slowly be coming, but in September, it's going to escalate. And I don't know, I'm sensing from the middle to the end of September that is going to begin to escalate. And there's going to be an attempt to stop the election. There's going to be an attempt to stop the election. And so they're going to try to create an emergency, and I believe they're going to succeed at it. They're going to try to create a national emergency that will give them the right to say, we're not going to have an election. That's one thing that they're going to try to do. I hope and pray that you are open to these things. I wasn't sure, but in my spirit, I felt as though, and I kept seeing it. So put this on the table. Put this on the shelf. The death of a well-known public figure, well-known political public figure. The death of a well-known political public figure. This is coming during this time. It is going to change people. It's going to leave a greater percentage of society feeling hopeless. They're not going to know how to make America great again. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not going to know how to make America great again. Those who use that slogan are going to feel hopeless because of an event. Prepare yourself for that. There's going to be, I said something without saying it. Did you get it? Why do you talk in code? Jesus did. It's called wisdom. Those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, perceive it. You know what I'm talking about. This is not a joke. This is very real. There's coming an advancement in the NWO. In their agenda, it is going to advance dramatically. And I hear the voices of the saints of God crying out, "Come, Lord, come, Lord, come, Lord." And yet they're going to be saying, he is delayed, he's not coming. What must we do for him to come? Well, their agenda is getting ready to be escalated. For many are not wanting to even suffer. And even though his people are not called to wrath, it doesn't mean that we're not going to suffer. It doesn't mean that we're not going to go through something. Much of your suffering is going to come in the form of the famine. It's going to come in the form of the famine. And so you have to begin to think about that. It's wisdom every step of the way. Now, another thing that is going to happen among certain circles, and I'll say this, there will be more praying in churches than preaching. I'll say it again. There will be more praying in churches than preaching. Why is this? Because people are going to recognize that the pastors who speak truth are going to be targeted. So they're going to be very sparse with their words. They're going to be careful with what they say.